Hello and welcome back to FEW Showdown, as we obviously kick off July and our quest towards Chamber of Champions. See, last week we had an incredible all-out war show, a couple of title matches, a few rivalries going down, and a few number one contenderships earned. Obviously tonight, we're beginning our quest to learn who will take part in the two chamber matches, the men's and women's, which are both this year qualifiers. With the winners of both chamber matches earn the right to face a champion, which we will decide obviously after the show. We're not too sure just yet which titles they're going for, but we will decide soon enough. Obviously, they will face those respective champions, whoever they may be, at Summer Solstice. So this is basically like original men's and women's chamber matches where they were just qualifiers, compared to last year where we had obviously the GB title on the line, the men's one at least. So yeah, obviously we're looking for Showdown tonight, and we're kicking off Showdown with Thomas taking on Nick Foster. Obviously Thomas off the back of the All Out War main event victory, where he teamed up with Queen Hayden, Alex and Ari to defeat Born in the Darkness. He will take on Nick Foster, a member of the Shadow Dimension. Two, of course, have competed at the start of the year against each other, and now for the first time in a long time, they will go one-on-one. And that's going to be followed by our first women's Chamber of Champions qualifier matchup between Tori and Kate Benson. And then follow that up with the men's first qualifier matchup between Raphael and the Greek Giant. We then return to the women's side as we see Ellie Frost take on Jessica Rogue in the second women's qualifier matchup of the night. And our main event, we will see Stud Express in action against Villain Code. Stud Express, of course, missed out on All Out War because they had their match on Showdown instead. They're, of course, in action against Villain Code, who they faced for the tag titles back in September last year. So, yeah, we have a pretty impressive card. And obviously, this is the first of 4 Showdowns heading your way in July, because, as I said, at Chamber of Champions, there's so much we've got to get through in July that we had no choice but to have an extra show. And as I said, Chamber of Champions, I'm still debating All Out War. I'm still debating the possibility of an extra Showdown in August, but I'll decide that within the next few weeks. So, other than that, let's just get straight into that opening matchup: Thomas versus Nick Foster. Rightio, straight into our opening matchup. First up is Nick Foster, who, to be fair, we haven't seen much of as of late. I think the last time, off the top of my head, we probably saw him was that Birthday Rumble. Other than that, he's kind of kept a bit quiet. He's in action tonight against a former Undisputed Champion. Two men, of course, that are very familiar with each other from, obviously, the rivalry at the back end of that last year to early this year. And, of course, all the way back to the start of FEW. And specifically, that Birthday Rumble, the original Birthday Rumble. Both men were part of the 10 that were involved on that night. Let's see how Nick can deal with our former champion one-on-one. And here he comes. Off the back of that victory All Out War, which for the second year in a row is thanks to him causing his opponent to tap out. Actually, I want to check the first All Out War matchup, see who was the cause of the victory in that one. I'm curious now.
wanna taste the
Now, while I figure this out, we're underway. Oh, straight to the back of the leg. And a moonsault connects. Oh, okay. So a quick check via the archives, and obviously not only was the All Out War matchup his third All Out War matchup, and obviously alongside Alex and I, the only three people to actually compete in all of them, he's the only person to have actually caused the decision in all three All Out War matches. As he looks to get a submission here on Nick Foster, but Nick gets out of it. He caused a pinfall on the obviously inaugural All Out War matchup, and then was 2 back-to-back submissions. As he's trying to catch his breath here after Nick Foster sent him outside the ring. And Nick pretty much just baited him in there. Two, kick out at 2 there. I was double checking it because I was like, who was the one he pinned in the first one? Since Nick was in that inaugural All Out War matchup, but it was Matthew that he pinned in that one. Nick's slowly getting him up. He's debating here. He's debating something, but he's changed his mind and the ref's now in his way. Oh! Elbow to the face. And shoulder tackles him out of the ring. And the count begins. But Nick actually is heading out there to try and catch him off guard, and it looks like he succeeded as he drives him down onto the floor. Nick with the elbow from the rope there. 1. Kick out at 1 this time. Nick's showing that he can actually hang with the best as he looks for that frog splash, but Thomas gets out the way at the last second. Ducks under. Leapfrogs over. Oh, dragon spinning cutter. He's been busting out a lot lately. 2. Kick out at 2 though. I think he thought that was it. I think most people thought that was it. He caught Nick off guard, which is what he needed to do. Then Nick prevents him from getting to that corner, because if he got into that corner, we know what he was looking for. As he rolls him up. 1. Kick out at 1. So if he got into that corner, we knew exactly what he's after, and he was going for it again. But Nick was looking for a moonsault. Dropkick gets countered. Dragonflight does not get countered though. Sends him into that rope. Inside into the corner. And it's not where Nick wants to be. He slams him down, and that is always the beginning of the end. Maybe not. Elbow drop. Taking a move out of Connor's playbook there. Oh, drives him over the knee. Now what's he got in his bag of tricks here? I think we know what time it is. Time for a bit of old knighthood. 1, 2, 3. It was enough. Back-to-back victories. I mean, he's got the sour taste of the start of June out of his mouth, which is back-to-back losses, because now he's picked up back-to-back victories. And he's soaking in the cheers of the crowds. Now, don't blame it. Oh, what's going on now? Oh, it looks like Lucifer. Oh, Lucifer looked like he attempted to attack him in the dark, but Thomas was one step ahead of him, and then brother Darren and Lucy beating him down. I mean, brother Victor should have been out here, but from what I've heard, he's slightly injured, which is why he's not out here, which is why they roped in Lucy. But, yeah, I'm guessing Thomas must have, just felt the attack in the darkness and then managed to wipe out Lucifer before he could actually do any damage, but Lucifer had backup just in case. As we now start our quest for so we know who will be qualifying for Chamber of Champions. We're kicking off with the women's side. The former two-time Apex champion, I should add, Tori, up against Kate Benson. Kate Benson, of course, who fought those women's tag titles at All Out War. And then she hasn't fought, well, I don't think she's fought at all since losing the Apex title. The rematch, at least, back in May. I think this is Tori's first match since then, but she's got to have a bit of confidence thinking, look, I've done many singles matches in my career, my very short FEW career, whereas Kate Benson hasn't. So she's got to have the mindset of, I can qualify here and get myself one step closer to the women's title again. Just has to take care of business here tonight. Or could that ring rust cost her? Because I say Kate Benson's had in the past month. This is her third matchup to Tori's, well, 0. So could that ring rust cost Tori tonight and help Kate pull off probably one of the biggest shocks I can think of in recent times? And not just that, not just one of the biggest shocks in recent times. I mean, probably like one of the biggest shocks in Chamber of Champions qualifiers off the top of my head. And that'd be a heck of a way to start off our campaign in the qualifiers. A big shock victory, but might not be that easy because, as I say, Tori is a known singles competitor, so she should hypothetically have the advantage here. And I mean, not just the fact that she's a singles competitor, I mean the strength and the height advantage is in her favour, and she's putting that to use very early on here. Nasty. Went for the leg drop, but Kate Benson used that speed she's known for to get out of the way. Screaming in her face there. And that few seconds of breathing room for Tori's definitely aided her there. Oh, a knee to the face. And an elbow for good measure. Looking to pin her here. One. Oh, no, not even one. Not even one. I prematurely said one. And Tori looks pissed. Oh. Oh. The combo there was incredible to watch. Kate managed to get out of it. Oh, a kick to the gut. Strike fast, strike hard. And an elbow. Both women giving their all here tonight. As they both want... Oh, gets caught there. They both want that first spot in the women's chamber match. Drags it straight down there with the arm drag. Elbow. They both want to join the ranks of Jessica Walsh and Jessica Rogue, who are both former women's chamber victors. Jessica Rogue, of course, in a qualifier. Oh! Roundhouse kick. May have just knocked Tori's lights out. One. Two. Gets a shoulder up, though. Tori rolls her up. One. Tries to catch her off guard there. Did not succeed. Drives her down. Head first. This could be a moment. She's probably looking for that frog splash. That's won her plenty of matches. Kate gets out the way though. And here comes a combination of her own. Tori trying to squirm away because she knew she needs to get as close to that rope as possible to try and save her from any sort of pin or submission attempt, which is, that's the former champion within her. As Kate is just pinning her in that corner and doing the damage. Oh, she's looking for a pin here. One, two, kick out from Tori. I was wondering what she was up to then. Just some out of nowhere decided, no, I'm going for a pin. Oh, from the oh, the splits did not connect. Tori got out the way and lands an arm drag here. This could be a moment to try and get back into this fight. Lands the drop kick and sends it crashing. Well, practically enough, crashing to the outside. Lands the crossbody. And lands the moonsault. Kate managed to counter though. I was able to count 4 by the official. Count of 7. This could be a count out victory for Kate Benson. Count of 8. I mean, a victory is a victory. And the crowd are not liking her attitude here. Count of 9. As Tori just about gets in. And here comes that combination again from Kate Benson. DDT. Just dropped Tori. From the shadows. 1, 2, 3. Kate Benson qualifies for Chamber of Champions. Starting off with that upset victory. Well done, Kate Benson. Time for our first men's qualifier. Who will be the first to stamp their name on the men's Chamber of Champions matchup? Will it be Raphael or the Greek Giant? Both men that have history with the same titles. The obviously the DK Championship, and the Undisputed Championship. Greek Giant, of course, has collided with Samuel Scythe, Electronic Emperor, in his quest to obviously claim both those titles, whereas Raphael, Samuel Scythe, and Thomas. Can one of these two follow Kate Benson's playbook and qualify for their respective chamber matchup? I mean, it's a lot of meat colliding in this matchup. Greek Giant, of course, repping for Villain Code. Should be a good contest. And we are underway. And a Greek Giant somehow managed to land a dropkick, obviously just by leaping upwards. A big man like that should not be able to do that without leaving the top rope. See, Greek Giant definitely has the height advantage here, but who has the power advantage? Both are very strong, as a Greek Giant just military presses and just drops Raphael from a height. That guy needs to get a life, I think. Down goes Raphael. This has been all Greek Giant so far. Going for a pin here. What? Nope. Almost slipped the tongue there by saying one, but it wasn't. Using the rope to drop Raphael. Looking for a powerbomb, I think. Oh no. Just falls backwards and lets him go face first instead. Face first again. And Raphael finally... Oh, spoke too soon. I should just shut up and stop jinxing people. Ducks under. Oh. Choke slam. Raphael with a counter. Down he goes. Looks for a pin. 2. Kicks out of 2 though. Drops him. Raphael finally finding his way into this match. Oh, he just lands it. This could be it. 1, 2. Kick out from Greek Giant. The Gold Rush was not enough. The Greek Giant just makes Raphael pay for not ending it then and there. So Roper goes, ducks under. Misses the big boot. Raphael ducked under at the last second. And then drives him back first. Elbow straight to the spine. Into the rope. Ducks under. Massive, meaty clothesline. Lands a split. Oh, back straight into that post. Raphael knows what he's doing. He's trying to weaken the Greek Giant. So the next Gold Rush will be the end. But you just got to watch out for that Minotaur's maze. Okay, 6-minute official. I need to get back in the ring. Raphael does. Okay, 7. Count 8. Greek Giant finally stirs and slides back in. Raphael with a counter though. Oh, Samoan drop. Perfectly executed. 1, 2. Kick out there from the Greek Giant. Raphael knows he's so close to that chamber match. Just needs that one big final move to put the Greek Giant down. He needs to try and get the Greek Giant in the ring because the Greek Giant keeps going out the ring. And Raphael's making him pay for leaving the ring consistently. Elbow drop. This could be it if Raphael lands this. Gold Rush. Impact. 1, 2, 3. It was enough. Raphael becomes the first male competitor to qualify for the men's chamber matchup. Now it's time to return to the women's side of the competition as former FEW Women's Tag Team Champion Ellie Frost, accompanied by the Witch Tag Team partner the Witch Kate, takes on former Interim Women's Champion and former Chamber Champions winner, I might add. She was the 2024 winner on the women's side, Jessica Rogue, who returns to action. Ellie Frost, of course, who was in the original Women's Chamber Champions matchup, which obviously consisted of Megan, herself, Lily, Jessica Rogue, Jessica Walsh, and Amelia. Now, obviously, it was Jessica Walsh earning the victory that night. But she did not take part in last year's one, because last year she was in that matchup against Sophie and Jessica Walsh. And here comes Jessica Rogue looking to qualify for a third consecutive women's chamber matchup.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this, I'ma steal everybody.
Jessica, of course, held that interim women's title back in 2023/2024 for 119 days before dropping it to Amelia. I mean, technically speaking, if you look at this, the interim title, she is the longest reigning interim women's champion. I mean, technically speaking, she's technically the second longest reigning women's champion, considering obviously the only person that is above her in terms of the women's title is obviously the current champion. None of the other women that have held the title have come anywhere near the 119 days she set from October 2023 to, I want to say, January 2024 off the top of my head. As that it keeps her pinned in that corner. Both women, of course, will be looking to get themselves into that women's chamber matchup, which already consists of Kate Benson. Kick at 1 by Jessica there. Has to pull them apart as Jessica, the right hook. Again, they're too evenly matched, and now Ellie is he's forcing Jessica all the way to the other corner, and the ref again having to get in between these two women. As Ellie didn't even wait there before landing that kick. But Jessica is fighting back here. A spot in the women's chamber match. And a possible championship match at Summer Solstice, of course, is on the line. So neither will want to lose. Elbow drop lands. Leg drop lands. Second leg drop. Was both competed at Summer Solstice last year. Jessica in a losing effort for undisputed women's title. Well, Ellie was in a obviously very victorious moment in her career, as Kate picked up the women's tag titles that night. Oh, that exposed turnbuckle did the damage. I don't think the ref has even seen it yet. And Ellie wisely blocking his view from it. Crossbody lands. Using the rope. Step up kick. Again, just make sure the referee does not see that exposed turnbuckle. Has done damage already to Jessica Rogue. As Ellie's heading up. But Jessica is countering here. And just pushes her off. That could have been bad. Here we go. 1. Kick it at 1. And then Ellie's sent into that turnbuckle. Referee finally getting that baseball bat out the ring that Kate had thrown in. I think she might be a bit too far out here. Just she's telling Ellie to get to her feet. But she lands that. 1. Kick out at 1 though. Close but no cigar. Oh, submission locked in. That armbar is locked in. Again, second time in a row. Lands it. Looks to make Ellie tap. But Ellie gets out of it for the second time. And locks in a submission of her own here. Frozen touch locked in. But Jessica with a knee to get out of it. I mean, the ref is distracted anyway, so even if she tapped, it would have meant nothing. Oh, here we go. Blizzard kick. 1, 2, 3. Ellie qualifies for Chamber of Champions. The help from a tag team partner on the outside means she joins Kate Benson at this year's Women's Chamber of Champions matchup. And this marks the second Chamber of Champions matchup for Ellie Frost. First since 2023, so Jessica misses out on going 3 in a row with this loss here tonight. And there it is, main event time. Stud Express in action against Villain Code. Stud Express, of course, on the back of that victory of Fancy Warfare on the last showdown before All Out War. And Drake and Edgar. Oh, that's Knight and Hunter. That's TNE. They're ambushing the tag team champions. I mean, they've yet to really step up to the tag team champions. And I think this is them finally stepping up to Connor and James. And this, I think Drake and Edgar realised, wait, we might just have an easy matchup here. Might be able to finally pin the tag team champions. And the ref's checking on James and Connor, and they're saying, yes, no, we've got this. We're fine. And it looks like we're underway. It's going to be Drake and Connor starting us up, this matchup off. And wisely, Connor having to go full throttle DDT very quickly here. 1, 2, kick out. Because the advantage is already in the favour of Villain Code. Connor with a moonsault. Takes out the standing Drake Larson. Punch to the face. Villain Code, of course, we wanted to get back into winning ways after that loss for Greek Giant earlier. Now Connor with a submission locked in, doing the damage to Drake's legs. Elbow to the upper body. Gets James tagged in here. Bit tandem offense from the Stud Express. Excellent crossbody that was from James. He's looking to end it here. 1, 2. Drake gets that shoulder up. So wisely, Stud Express have done what they need to do, which is go 100% on Villain Code from the get-go after that ambush from TNE. James quickly gets Connor back in. This is where Stud Express thrive. Their quick tags in and out as the back body drop connects. Connor with a crossbody from close range. And he cuts off Drake from Edgar. Again, a tag out and James is in. That's what I love about Stud Express. They make that ring their own. It's James with a running power bomb there. And a knee to the face of Drake Larson. Connor is back in. Drake has struggled in this matchup so far. This has been all James and Connor. That's Connor with a suplex. 1, 2. Kick out from Drake Larson. Edgar has not got in whatsoever. He's been waiting patiently for his brother to make the tag as Connor heads up. And Connor delayed the elbow drop as long as possible to make Drake think, you know what, I can finally get the tag out. But a smart move from Connor as he lands that pattern elbow drop from the top rope. 1, 2. Edgar just about saved that matchup. A matchup he's yet to get tagged into. Is Connor. Oh. Drake did some damage on James as DDT lands on Drake. Connor getting the crowd behind Stud Express. And again, prevents Drake from tagging in his brother. This has been a one-team demolition by Stud Express. This is why they are tag team champions. Oh, here we go. We know what time it is. It's time to go all aboard. The Stud Express. 1, 2, 3. A victory for Stud Express. I feel so sorry for Edgar. He just could not get in that matchup whatsoever. He's waiting for his brother to make the tag, but Stud Express prevented it every time. This is why they are tag team champions, and that is a message sent back to TNE. And that is it for FEW Showdown. Showdown which saw Thomas defeat Nick Foster before Born in the Darkness came out to ambush him. I mean, he survived the Lucifer attack, but he could not survive the, obviously, numbers advantage in the end when Lucy and brother Darren came out to ambush him. Of course, brother Victor is slightly injured, which is why he wasn't out here tonight. He should be back, hopefully, in the next few weeks. Actually, I think he might be back next week. I'm going to just check the match card for next week. Yeah, he is back next week. He just had to take the extra night off because, I mean, he was the one to tap out at All Out War. As we then saw Kate Benson pull off a shot victory and qualify by defeating Tori. She's the first woman in the Women's Chamber of Champions matchup. Then Raphael defeated Greek Giant in a pretty meaty-ass collision between two big SOBs. He's the first of the men's to qualify. And then obviously on the back to the women's side, we also saw Ellie Frost pick up the victory over Jessica Rogue. So far, Kate Benson and Ellie Frost are on the women's side. Raphael is on the men's side. And our main event saw Stud Express defeat Villain Code in a pretty one-sided matchup, which was a surprise considering the fact TNE ambushed Stud Express before the match even began. But in the end, Stud Express defeated Villain Code to send a message back to TNE that they will not back down. And now that obviously that showdown's out of the way, we're heading towards our next showdown, which is on, check my notes here, July the 13th, Sunday, July the 13th to be more specific, where we'll see Alex and Ari team up to take on Brothers of Darkness, the team of obviously brother Darren and brother Victor. We then have our second men's Chamber of Champions qualifier matchup, which we'll see Samuel Syfe take on Tobias. Then return to the women's side, where we see the one half of the FW Women's Tag Team Champions, Atlas Dragon Shield, take on former Apex champion Becca Mason. Atlas, of course, has put to get this qualifier matchup. She has put on the line. She said, "Okay, I'll allow you to choose our next opponents for the tag titles, and we can have it on Showdown if you let me have this qualifying matchup." So that's what happened. She's basically she managed to leverage a championship matchup to get herself into the Chamber of Champions matchup. So it's a must win, because if she loses this, then and if they lose the tag titles, then she's kind of fucked Sarah Hawk over. So hopefully it doesn't come to that for her. We then return to the men's side of the Chamber qualifiers, where we see Adam Wolf take on Leon. Then our main event will see the undisputed FEW Women's Champion and Apex Champion Queen Hayden in action against Samantha of Paranormal Life. So we have a pretty much, I mean, obviously I'm looking at next week's card, and starting off that tag team match, Alex and Ari, who pretty much at the moment are in their final few matches as a tag team, because they've already stated when they came back together at Burst Spectacular that as soon as they, basically their quest is to get tag titles again, and if they get to that stage and fall short, then that's it, they're done. So this is kind of like a farewell tour for now as a tag team, because they kind of want to split away and do singles competition. So to see them in action against Brothers of the Darkness should be an excellent matchup. And I say there's some good qualifiers. I mean, former DK champion and former GB champion Tobias in action, that should be great. Obviously a tag champion and obviously former Apex champion in action should be great. Adam Wolf and Leon could be a sleeper hit. We haven't really seen much of them. Obviously Leon has lost a lot in his time. Adam Wolf hasn't, this maybe his second or third matchup now, so I haven't seen too much of him. So that should be an interesting one. And Queen Hayden against Samantha should be a good main event. I hope you enjoyed FEW Showdown. Don't forget to check out all the other FEW content on the channel. So do come back next week for the next episode of Showdown, where we'll find out the next competitors to join Chamber of Champions matchups. So until then, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
If you like what you've seen, don't be afraid to throw us a little like and subscribe. That's always very appreciated over here. And, well, I'll see you on the next video.